I was going to have my druthers, just like Corey, a little more dog. But I think the older he gets, the better he'll look too. I would like a little more dog. The dog, wasn't there a reserve dog that was a little more dog?
Yes.
Yeah, a little more dog, but Karen and I talked about it. He didn't level out the way this dog does and use his front the way this dog does. And if anybody's got any questions, raise your hand if you don't understand what I'm saying. But this dog is a true moderate dog. Now I'd like to see this dog and this dog go around the ring together to the end.
Which we've done already.
Yeah, this puppy, I just love him. I think he's really very balanced, but he wasn't ready today like this dog was. Let's see him go. But see the foot placement on that puppy? I think the foot placement, his back feet just slip right under there. His front feet aren't very high off the ground. He could level a little more, and he will as he gets more trained on the leash. Actually, dog for dog, I think this dog will be a better dog in the end, but I'm hired to judge him today. I'm hired to judge them on what they look like today. But I think these are two amazing dogs. Now, this was a really nice puppy. What class did he win? Well, let's see him go around. Can you run him or not? You can?
I'll try.
No, that's okay.
Diane, you want me to?
Why don't you let one of the other dogs run him?
Just switch for now, Deb. You can do it.
She's right there.
And then she can take her puppy.
Come on, Diane, show them how crippled you are like the rest of us.
Now let's watch him move. Obviously, he's got a different handle here, but see how he's pulling up his front leg a little more? He pulls him a little higher.
No, I wanted to. I have other dogs to take in.
He's not built quite as well, and he's a little more excited, so he lifts that front, which makes him harder to judge. I want that front to stay closer to the ground, to grab that ground and pull it towards him. I don't want him to reach for the sky. Does anybody have any question about that? Okay, now come back and move your own dog. Okay, this one was a nice 6 to 9 puppy. He's kind of like the 6 to 9. It's kind of like the 6 to 9 puppy bitch who isn't here. Very proper dogs. They just aren't real mature yet, but their foot timing is good, and they're pretty much built right. See, he doesn't bend along the front. He's got a little more roll to the loin, which his loin's a tad longer.
If he's a pain, you can give him to Terrence.
Anybody
He's
got
a good
any
boy.
questions on that?
Terrence.
But he's a really nice puppy that put together real nice. Here's his handle. Okay, you can see him move
I
right now.
thought you were going to do it. Oh, get
No, that ain't gonna happen.
You got that close.
Now he's doing a lot better. Yeah. He's doing a lot better. I'd like to see him level out a little more, not be so upright in front. Okay, now this dog got what?
Diane, you're fired.
This is the reserve
quit.
dog. Go ahead. Oh, can somebody? Oh, go ahead. Karen and I talked about that. This is a reserve winner's dog. Where was the winner's dog isn't here, is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's take these two around so you can see what I saw. Yeah, take them together. See, this dog, when he really gets going, he really levels out. This dog doesn't quite do that quite as well. He wants to dip in the top line just a little bit when he holds his head. You see that? I'm looking at those top lines. When they're going around the ring, I'm looking at the top lines, and I'm looking at the front, how it's reaching, and how the back legs slip underneath. Paigey also taught me something else that I've never forgotten in my whole life, is she says she would never feel of the dog until she saw it move. And I've always done that in either my picking of puppies or my judging. I don't pick, if I'm going to sell a puppy, I sell it on the table. If I'm going to keep one for myself, I pick it on the floor.
That's the
I can really make it look nice on a table if I want to sell it to somebody. But when I'm judging, if you notice, I never felt of a dog until I saw it move. Because then I know how to feel of it. I know what to feel for. So I don't get all in love with the dog until I see it move. I fall in love. Okay? So that's how I do it. Okay, now,
This is the second investment dog that we asked me to bring back.
go ahead.
And
I like this dog a lot. Better dogs was very hard for me.
Yeah.
I had 3 dogs in that class that were all really nice. They were different styles.
Right.
They were different, what I call a style, not a type, but they were different styles, but they all had really good points.
I wish
and
we
it was
had
very hard for me to choose
I wish
them.
we had the first place. It was Karen, I think.
Karen's over
Yeah.
there, but she's
Yeah,
getting ready to go.
but,
I think her mom is tired.
I think the head properties.
Yeah, there was the head property. There was one, the other lighter dog, moved, super, he leveled out really nice. He was a tad longer than I liked, but I just loved him. This dog was more moderate, but I liked the other dog's head and depth really well.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
should I move them?
Yep.
Good. Let's go.
But I love the way this dog kind of levels out and uses himself. I think he's for a better dog. I think he's a super the way he does not lift his front up off the ground. Let me show you another thing in golden retrievers that I think is a big problem today. In golden retrievers, they're supposed to have a rounded rib.
Yeah.
And that rib is supposed to be rounded all the way down. When I'm standing in back of a dog, everybody thinks I'm looking at the rear. I'm not. I'm looking to see if there's a hole here because the rib is not rounded. And bring the best of breed bitch out here. Look at this bitch. She's just to die for in that spot. Let her stand on her own. When you look at this bitch from the rear, her elbows are so tight down in there.
From here, yeah.
See that? When you feel them here, there's no space there at all, really. Her rib comes all the way around. But in golden retrievers today, they're rounding and then they're flattening out like a setter, and that's not right. And you see all kinds of holes at the elbow.
Connie, how can you pick a dog, like a young puppy when you're picking something? Because obviously those ribs have got to spring, they've got to mature.
They still got to be round. Because if
still
they're
gonna
flat
see it.
and there's a hole there
You're
as a
still
puppy,
going to see it?
it's
'Cause
gonna
sometimes
be-
they're loose. They seem to me like looser in the elbows a little bit.
Well, I would, let's put it this way, I wouldn't pick. Now this bitch, this is why this bitch won, is because of her elbows, because of that, and also, can you just stand her out here sideways here? Here's another little trick that Paigey taught me. When you go over a dog, you're going down the neck, and this is something you got to remember when judges are going over your dog. When I put my hand down her neck like this, and I stop here, on this side it would be like this. See where my thumb is? Well, when I stop here like this, and I look at it, I want to see my thumb pointing to her paw. Turn her around so I can do it on this side. So I'm going over her. If the kid has her set up right. You want to make sure it's the last thing you want to check before a judge goes. I go down her neck. My thumb stops there. My thumb should be pointing at her foot. A lot of these dogs, they aren't here. Their foot is way in front of that because the shoulder is so straight and the neck is set on at such a bad angle that when you go down here, their foot is up here under the ear. And look at pictures in magazines. It just horrors me how people put these pictures in magazines that they put in because the feet, that's why you never want them looking straight up to a girl that says tall. She's got to be smart enough to put her liver low enough, you see, so her muzzle drops. So you don't want this. This ear should be up in front of the foot when you look at the dog. And most of you have never thought of that. Look at the ear on this dog. Just her standing there like that. Look where the ear is on that dog when he's just standing. That's what you guys don't get that I'm looking at when you don't even think I'm looking. I'm trying to find out where that ear drops compared to see if that dog has enough front in front of him that his ear's not right above his front legs. And when you're picking puppies, that's another thing you look for. You never hear anybody say that. You never hear anybody talk about this. You never hear anybody talk about where the ear should be. You never hear anybody talk about, when I go down here and I feel the croup of the dog, see where my finger's pointing to? Her foot. When you get some of these dogs, their ankles are way out here. There's so much overangulation behind than there is in front. When you go down them like this, it's not pointing at the foot. The angle of the dog is way behind that. Any questions on any of that? That's a 50-year seminar. I want you to watch this bitch move. I really like this bitch a lot. She's a lovely bitch. Move her around. See how she moves? She doesn't lift her front too high. The only reason that what did I give that bitch?
She won red bus.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't give her winners over this bitch, can anybody guess?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
more leg on
Yep.
this bitch. I love this bitch's coat. I thought she had really nice texture. She looks long to me because she's shorter in leg.
Yep.
If she had as much leg as this bitch and had the depth of body, but they're both lovely bitches, I would just be careful when I bred this bitch, that it would be something that had enough leg and enough shortness to him to the loin. That because I like both of these bitches. Now what's this one?
9 to 12.
What did she get? Nothing? Let's see her go around. Can anybody make a comment about her?
She's lifting her feet higher off the ground.
Bring her up here, would you please? She's a nice bitch. You'd be glad to have her in some classes. The bitch classes were really competitive today, more than the dogs. She's actually got a fairly short loin. But when she does have more angle, see, when she stands where her shoulder is here and where her front is, see that? She has less front than she does rear. So she doesn't move as well, and she moves through the loin a little more. But she's a nice bitch. You'd be glad to have her on some days. But the bitch classes were really competitive. What's this one? What'd she get? Third. Let's see her go around. Did anybody make a comment on her?
Top line.
She breaks a little.
See what?
She breaks in her top line.
She breaks in her top line a little bit, and she doesn't reach out
There's no
and pull that ground into her. She moves okay. Her feet aren't off the ground high, but she's not. See where her ears and her feet are standing there with that lady?
Her ears
And it
are.
doesn't help her when she looks straight up. But that's what I look at when I try to make my last decisions over nice dogs. Anything else? We're going to get rained on here, and I think he's getting impatient with us.